What is up, guys? Mo here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be going over another very sick strategy video. I'm not going to take up too much of your time, guys, but before we get into it really quickly, I want to let you guys know that our prices have been discounted for these coming summer months. So for the next 1 to 2 months, the prices are lower than they usually are. So if you want to avail of those prices right now, make sure to head on to fuacademy.io and get access to our new Discord channel, our app, our signals, and our Orderflow and smart money courses. Okay, so let's get right into the video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a simple strategy that I like to use on these higher time frames. And the beautiful thing about the strategy is it incorporates the Orderflow software and making sure that we have that confirmation before getting into a trade. Okay. With this type of strategy, you're able to get into very beautiful and large moves, such as this USD CAD buy that I was able to get into last week. So let me go ahead and explain it to you guys. So first step is always your market structure. Your market structure is king. So the first thing that I would like to usually do is go from my monthly time frame to my weekly, daily, 12, 8, 6, 4. Basically, that's my top-down analysis, okay? Now, some things here might not make sense. I can't cover everything in one video, guys, so make sure that you head on to the 2 other strategy videos that I did covering the smart money concepts, okay? Make sure to head on to those videos. I will link them right now. On this video, you'll see the card at the top, so make sure to head on to that to understand what I'm going to go through here, okay? So obviously, our market structure is very clear that it is in a bullish market structure right here. Okay, so when we go down to our 4-hour time frame, now this is the time frame that I was looking at the time to catch this buy. Now, if we scroll past here, I'm going to use my replay tool to make everything look easy. Okay, so at this point in time, I was looking to buy USD CAD. Okay, I was looking to buy USD CAD. Now, my major thing that I was looking at this level was I was seeing an imbalance right here. And I could see a level of liquidity. So we had an area of liquidity right here as well. So these were my 2 points of interest. At this point, I still didn't have enough data. I still didn't have enough price action to actually dictate where I should be looking to go next. So, as I say, guys, sometimes it is best to sit on your hands and wait for the market to play out. So we're going to let the market play out here, and this is all I did. So as you guys can see, what I usually like to do is like to mark up my points of interest and see how the market reacts to these certain points of interest, and then react to that once again after it occurs. So obviously we had the imbalanced liquidity, and we had another imbalance being filled in right here. So these are my points of interest up until this level, and we also had an icy candle. So these will be my 4 points of interest so far. Then what I see is another reaction off of this support. Okay, so now creating a double bottom for us. Perfect. This is a nice area of liquidity for us. Now, notice what occurs here. Okay, once the price reacts off this level, what do we get? We get a nice bullish engulfing candle, tricking retail traders, basic manipulation. I'm not going to go over too much into this and too much into detail. This is more of a strategy video. I don't want to analyze this too much in detail. But basically what we have is a clearance of liquidity. Boom. This is a confirmation for me that smart money are coming into the market, and now we should be looking for buys. So now we have a 4-hour IC. We have a break of structure to the downside. Okay, break of structure, clearance on that liquidity, and now we have very big bullish movement after that, after these lows got cleared. Now I start to look for my buy setup from the open of this 4-hour IC. Here is where my order flow software comes in. I always like to take a look at what the market does once my liquidity gets cleared down at the bottom here, and it will usually dictate to me whether I am going to get a reversal in the market or not. So once we bring out our order flow footprint right here, what do we see? This is the big IC that you see. This is the big FU candle that you guys saw on the previous chart. Now what we are looking at currently is the 6C chart on the 60-minute time frame. Now the 6C chart is the CAD future. Basically this is going down right here, and then USD CAD is obviously going up. Remember, the CAD and USD CAD are negatively correlated. Okay, so that future and the currency pair are negatively correlated. Okay, so what do we have right here? We have a big large wick, and notice what we have at the top. This is my confirmation right here. It's as simple as that. So what I'm basically looking for is I'm looking for a buyer's or a seller's trap each time my liquidity gets cleared, and I'm expecting a reversal. Okay, so we have that right here. I'm not sure why my chart's moving a bit weird right now, but grab my rectangle tool. There we go. There we go. So you can see, guys, we have a stacked imbalance. A stacked imbalance is basically multiple imbalances stacked on top of each other, 3 or more. We have that right here. And what is this? This is a buyer's trap. So you can see that right at the top of that candle, a lot of buying pressure came in. And where does this come from? So when we go back to our normal chart right here, this basically shows us that the minute price broke down below this low, breakout traders start coming in. Okay, breakout traders are trying to get into the market, and what they're doing is they're trying to obviously buy CAD. Now obviously we're negatively correlating right here, so if we take a look at it from the USD CAD perspective, what they're trying to do here is they're trying to sell. Okay, so a lot of sell orders are getting caught up here, which are basically buy orders on the 60 future. A lot of buy orders get caught up right here, and what happens? Boom, the market reverses right on them. And on the other side of things, what do you see? You see large selling imbalance orders right here. So we have a lot of selling imbalances occurring, stacked imbalances. There you go. This is my confirmation that I should look for further price moving down, because what do I see? I see that the last of the buyers were trapped right here. Okay, now what they're going to be forced to do is, now once they see that the market reverses on them, they're going to end up having to close out their position at a loss and entering aggressively into the market on the opposite side. So if they were selling right here and they notice that they're losing, they close out their trades and they'll get into that buy position. So what happens here is they get trapped, and they also force the buying pressure up, causing this very big significant move to the upside. Now this is where I look to enter my trade. I go on to the 4-hour time frame, and after my confirmation appears, and what do I look for? Now this is a bit the price action here isn't the cleanest price action, but either way I still would have looked to enter off this area. Now I let my price play out. Okay, so right at this level I had 2 potential areas I could have bought from. My area number 1 would have been this. Okay, so the open of this right here being our supply zone, also support area, whatever you want to call it. So I would have bought right off the open of this IC, stop loss at the 50%, and I would have looked to buy. My second point of interest, my second IC where I could have bought would have been that scenario number 1 setup. Remember, guys, what I like to say is usually when that trade, okay, when that initial trade gets triggered, usually that mitigation candle will create a secondary IC. This secondary IC happens to be our scenario number 1 setup, where you're able to get in right here. How would you enter a scenario number 1 setup? You wait for that candle to form, play right into the open of that candle right here of the IC, and then we look to buy right here. Obviously, guys, if a few things here don't make sense, do not worry. Obviously, if you are already part of the mentorship, you're part of the premium group, you already know what most of these terms mean, what are these processes, etc. But if not, just watch the previous video, watch the previous free content that I uploaded, and hopefully you guys should get a better understanding of what we have. But obviously, as you guys know, we can't release everything for free on the YouTube channel, so there's that basically. Either way, we are dropping a lot of value, as you can see right here. This is a beautiful trade that you could have potentially caught if you understand this concept, and you can see straight away the power of mixing smart money with Orderflow right here. If it wasn't for the Orderflow charts, I would have not been able to catch this massive move, because Orderflow for me is a very big confirmation that I will usually wait for before trying to get into any trade. Okay, so once again, my stop loss would have been below the low. This is the beauty about smart money. I exactly know where to put my stop loss, where to place my take profit, and where to enter my trade. And my take profit would have been this high or these highs, depending. Okay, personally for me, let me not lie, I actually took profit right here, so this only is a 3 to 1 risk reward, but it gave me 120 pips right here. Very minimum drawdown right here. Enjoyed a couple of pips drawdown, and then away it goes. So USD CAD there was absolutely beautiful. My last confirmation obviously would have been my DXY. I was obviously bullish on the DXY. I kind of went through that already on last week's live stream. Okay, so you guys understand behind there. You guys understand my analysis behind USD CAD and the DXY. So that is pretty much it, guys. Now I only went through one example here, but I have went through multiple examples in the past. So that is what the strategy consists of. 3 steps. What you look for. You look for your market structure. You mark out your points of interest. Once you see manipulation of lows or highs, you are starting to look at your order flow confirmation. You're looking at your order flow software, noticing if you have buying imbalances or selling imbalances, and you're trying to see if you have a buyer seller trap. Once you have that, you look for an institutional candle, and boom, you apply all your other smart money confirmations, and you are in that trade. And let me tell you guys, this is probably one of the highest probability strategies you can find out there in the markets right now. So to recap, once again, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you guys are interested in hopping in FEO Academy, we have brought many new things to the team, including our new Discord channel, our app, etc. And we're killing it. We're taking this to the absolute next level. So if you guys want to learn about order flow, head on to feoacademy.io. And that's that. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Have a brilliant day. Bye bye.